I don't think people really know what I mean when I talk about the worship of insanity. I would consider myself a pretty damn spiritual person, but I take a lot of things from every religion and I created my own, and I believe that every goddamn man in the motherfucking world has their own inner spirituality, and organized religion is a ploy to prevent you from achieving your inner spirituality, because essentially your inner spirituality is your inner circle. Those people who say that they are not insane or that they fear losing their mind are the ones that fear achieving their highest potential. Because, can I ask you a question? Do you tell everyone everything about you, or isn't there some weird thing about you that you just wouldn't tell anyone? It may be some irrational belief you have. It may be some really embarrassing thing. It may be something that is just too strange to tell anyone. That is literally your insanity, because insanity is inner sanity. That's all it means. The prefix "in" means inside. And what is sanity derived from? It's derived from essentially the words saint and sanctity and sanitary. And that's why it says, even in the Bible, that godliness or cleanliness is next to godliness. It is your mental hygiene. It is what keeps you alive. It is what motivates. It's what inspires. It's what refreshes the inner chaos. You cannot have too much rationalism. That's what the ancient Greeks got wrong, and that's what we got wrong during the Enlightenment. Too much rationalism doesn't produce anything. That's just worship of Apollo, the Greek god. But then there's also Dionysus, which is about feast, merriment, and being fucking wild. And being fucking wild is why there's such a resurgence of so many people who just want to live in the fucking wild. And you see all these fucking people eating fucking raw meat today and doing all these fucking weird things and talking about, creating challenges or keto or paleo. There's a desire to go backwards, and all these things are nice and all that, but what they don't fucking understand is that the desire to go fucking live off the grid or whatever, be fucking wild, be a tribal person, the interest in all that is it's related to your inner wildness, your inner insanity. That's what it fucking is. And you don't need to go live in the fucking woods in order to contact your inner fucking insanity. You don't need to fucking do all that bullshit, because it's within you regardless. And that's why I wear the black hat. That's why I wear suits. That's why I dress in a way, because I convey the image which has been a part of me my entire life, which is the noble madman, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde archetype. It's been in civilization for the longest fucking time. And what that archetype represents is the man who takes his inner insanity and refines it to the highest grace, to the highest manifestation of potential. That's what it means. That's why it's designated by a royal attitude. That's exactly what it means. Because civilization is not bad, unlike what people think. There's so many fucking things people take for granted. Go live in the wild and then you won't have even fucking table salt. And then see how much you like it. Do you know how much you take for granted all these beautiful things that came from civilization? And there's so many choices today. So many food choices. So many media choices. So many free books. So much knowledge. Encyclopedias. New technology. Everything. And this chaos is why men want to go backwards. Essentially what they want to do is contact their inner chaos, but they don't understand that. They just think it's a denial of the modern world. But the highest insanity is what the ancient Greeks called theomania, and what that means is that you take your inner insanity in a civilized way, and civilized does not mean domesticated. There's a big difference. Big difference. Because domestication means you essentially are a domestic house cat. Someone who stays in a very limited area of experience. That's what domestication really means. Because if you're wild, you're always traveling. Dogs are on a leash. They're on their own prison. Wolves are out exploring. But a tribal man can never take a goddamn plane. Obviously he can't. So the highest potential, civilization is a force of strength. Being a civilized man is different from being a domesticated man. Because the wild man, the tribal man, is just a tribal man. They have been referred to as noble savages. But if you flip it around, then you get a savage nobleman. And I suppose this is also what the Illuminati theme archetype is supposed to represent as well. Because the highest man is the civilized, undomesticated man. You can be civilized and undomesticated. And that's what people have not understood.